Hi everyone, it's Alexandra and I'm back with another video. Happy December everybody. I can't believe we are in the midst of the holiday season. I am so excited to show you how November went and all the things that I did for December. So we're gonna review how November went first, and then I'm gonna go over my December layout, and I've changed things up a little bit yet again, but again, this is the great thing. It's always a work in progress, and it's just so flexible to fit my needs as my life happens. So November we're going to start out with the calendar, the monthly calendar. If you remember from last month, I went with a kind of like a feather theme, and I tried to incorporate fall like colors in all of my spreads. And I did kind of a variation of the Dutch door where I kind of ripped out the page, a couple inches in, and I finished it off with washi tape just to give it a more finished look. So I kind of went with a boho berry inspired calendar, and it worked out well. As you can see, the vlog on YouTube, again, with work and now with holidays, I'm really trying to make an effort to really kind of make more videos and everything. But again, this worked out really nicely. Then we get into the first week of November, and I did kind of like a golden theme. This is where I left off in my last video, with the first week of November kind of all laid out here. And so again, this was another month of experimentation as I tried to fit layouts that were in a smaller scale here, since I didn't have the whole page, and it worked out better than I thought it would. So we get into the second week of November, again, experimenting and incorporating the fall colors throughout, changing up where the weather tracker goes and the meal planning and everything. Then we get into the third week of November, and for this I used my Papermate Inkjoy gel pens to get the colors within the boxes, the writing at least. And I did my meals up here, and I kind of divided this box here so I had the date and then the weather. So again, this worked out. This wasn't really a very busy week, so this worked out pretty well. And then we got into Thanksgiving week. And so I changed things up a little bit because I knew I had a lot to do. So I kind of made like a running to-do list as we were gearing up for Thanksgiving, and meals and what was going on for the upcoming week. And so again, this worked out well. I was afraid I wasn't gonna have space, but I did have space to fit in everything. So this worked out really, really well. And this doodle was inspired by Nicole's journal on Instagram. I just love her stuff. She's just so inspirational. So this was Thanksgiving week, and then this is this current week. This was kind of a transition week. So what I did was I had my to-do in the last 3 days of November here, and then I just December here. So I did red and green, and then I kept with the orange. So it kind of like a transition from November to December. And so a lot of you have been asking me, because I started to do the doodle with us in December. There is no printable for it, only because it's the nature of it's a little different. It's a countdown. So we recommend that you draw in 5 by 5 boxes, so you get 25 boxes, because there's only 25 prompts as we're counting down to Christmas, because me and Christina figured it's a busy time of year. Having 25 prompts instead of 31, it's easier to catch up on, plus who doesn't love to count down to Christmas and do holiday doodles? So we kind of did it that way. And so I'm not doing it the traditional way. I'm going to be incorporating the prompt in my dailies until Christmas Day. So I already kind of started doing that a little bit this week. I just have to color these in, but this is where we're at, and we have the meals up here. Very, very different week. Okay, so this is kind of closes out November. Then I have my November memories and my November tracker. I have to fill out the last couple days here, but it worked out really, really well. Okay, then we have my doodle with us in November challenge, and this was things that are dedicated to gratitude. So every day I had to, the prompts were geared to being grateful for something, family, laughter, your home, your friends, your health. And so each doodle kind of reflected that, and it came out really, really great. We went back to the traditional prompt in the box instead of the comprehensive picture. And so it was just kind of nice to do it that way. It was easier to catch up on this way, and it was just really fun, and I'm really proud that I completed yet another challenge. So please join us for Doodle with us in December. The prompts are on my Instagram and on my blog at alexandraplans.com. Okay, then my gratitude log kept up with, so happy about it. Again, I love this feature. And then I started my Christmas gift list. I covered this up for obvious reasons because I don't want any of my family members looking at this and getting a heads up on what they're getting. But with Cyber Monday and Black Friday, with codes and coupons and things like that, I made a section for that. It really helped me out with kind of gearing everything up for, how to shop and everything, and it made my life a lot easier. And then I did an election page. I still haven't filled out the totals and stuff, but and I didn't finish up the map here, but again, as a social studies teacher, I felt like I kind of needed to dedicate this to have this in here. It's, it's a journal. This is a bullet journal. Like, I want to document these important moments. This is a printable that I got from Oh So Pretty Planner, I believe. She had it up there. I printed it the day of the election, and I was kind of tracking it because I had my students track the election. So this was really good to do. I'm glad that I did this. And then we end off November with my waiting on list. I'm going to cover this up really quickly. Okay, so I did a cute little doodle here, okay, inspired by a doodle that I did last year, and I did waiting on. And so basically any gifts that I ordered, I would write in here when I ordered it and if I received it. Okay, so I'm checking off as I get them. So this is proving to be so helpful because you're ordering stuff, you forget what you ordered. So just keeping a running list and checking it off, making sure I get everything has really helped me out. So that is basically it for November. If you want to take a look at this before I filled it out, I have it on my Instagram, okay? Then we get into December. In December, I just love this time of year. Christmas is my absolute favorite holiday. And so I wanted to make it colorful and just happy because it just reflects such a beautiful time of year. And so I went with my little Santa and the Christmas tree and the gifts under the tree and just so merry and bright. So here I changed things up a little bit. I went to a traditional calendar because I feel like this is going to kind of fill up as the month goes on, and I wanted more space, and I have my goals here, and I'm thinking of adding like a little Charlie Brown little Christmas tree doodle here on the bottom, but I've started to fill this out. I went with a Christmas lights theme because it was easy to draw, but it was cute, and it added some more colors than just the generic red and green, and so I loved it. And I really experimented a lot with my hand lettering, and I'm kind of really proud of how I've come along with the hand lettering. So this is kind of the font that I went with all throughout the month, okay? Then we have my gratitude log all ready to go with my little Christmas lights and stuff. Again, with my font, my cursive. Then we have my December memories over here, all ready to go. And then my December tracker, okay, I stuck with the red and green just because it's going to be easier to track. If I use green and red pen, I don't have to whip out like so many different color pens to check off everything, okay? So again, kept it simple. And then I did a Christmas card list, and it's gonna run into the second page here. where I'm just gonna have the name, the address, and if I sent the Christmas cards or not. I'm still waiting for them to come in. But in the meantime, I can gather the list of people I want to send it to and their addresses and have them all in one place. And hopefully if they don't move or anything, I can refer to back to this year after year, and just kind of have all the people's addresses in one place. Okay, then we're gonna start getting into the dailies. And basically what I did is I already, like I did in November, I earmarked the pages and I put those weeklies, I finished them off with this, like, I guess candy cane striped like washi tape. So I finished them off here. So starting with next week, okay, I have each week already earmarked until the 1st of January, and it's crazy that 2016 is almost over. And so this is kind of where we're at with December. With the, what I'm thinking of doing for next week, by the way, because I am going to be incorporating the doodle with us in December prompt, is I'm probably going to have, I'm going to make the boxes bigger. And I didn't cut them this month like I did in November because I wanted more space. But what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to put the date and the weather on the one side, and then put the the tasks in the middle, and then on the other side have the doodle with the countdown. So we're going to try and figure this out somewhat, but I want to incorporate the doodles, the countdown to Christmas. So I just kind of want to come up with a organized system and how to do that. So I have it all trimmed out here. Okay, and then this page here, and I don't know, I'm still in the process. I guess when we get closer to the new year, maybe New Year's resolutions for 2017, closing thoughts on 2016, and that's where I figure what I'm going to do in those pages. But we'll see, or goals that I have for 2017, something to kind of motivate me for the new year. So this is basically it for December. Okay, again, it's a hectic time of year, so having those running lists, of Christmas cards and gifts and making sure that everything comes in, those were spreads that I felt that were so important and were so needed just for my sanity, just to make sure that I get everything done. And I'll probably do maybe a last minute list, like to-do list before Christmas, making sure everything's wrapped, that I have everything done for school, for my students, because we're doing some things for them, and those kinds of things. So in the meantime, please join us for Doodle with us in December. It's, Christmas theme. It's counting down to Christmas. It's only 25 prompts, so it's going to be really easy to catch up if you don't have as much time, because I know I won't. And so join us for that if you haven't already. And follow me on Instagram and on Facebook. And please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, bye. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful December, and I'm going to post more videos, so stay tuned. But bye for now.